Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And we're on the green server with our Dark Elf and Necromancer, sitting right outside of Najena. Level 29 Necromancer, pretty sure. About to head into a dungeon with Badger. And this is actually a video from a few weeks ago that I had in the can that I really want to show you guys, so our videos are kind of out of order right now, so you just have to bear with me. This will be the last one that's kind of out of order because we did an impromptu live stream a couple videos ago, so everything's kind of out of order because of that. I recorded a video, I recorded this video, then we did the live stream, then I released the first video, and then I released the second video. So now, like, the order is all messed up. It's like live stream, video from 3 times ago, video from 2 times ago. So I'm sure you understand. So I'm level 29 in this. I probably, have a little bit of different equipment, a little bit of different spells. It's a little bit longer ago than the last video and all that stuff. But I don't know, probably not the last video, but definitely the video before that, the live stream. Because actually right now I'm level 32 and I'm killing bards again still. So I don't know, really, I don't know. This was a couple weeks ago basically, and me and Badger, we were gonna go to. We like to, every once in a while we'll get together and make a video. So the last time we did that was the live stream. The time before that was Befallen, and I prefer to do a dungeon kind of when we're doing a duo thing. Just because it's more exciting to go in a dungeon. I think that Befallen video was pretty good, and then this time we were gonna do Upper Guck. We were gonna do the Ancient Crocodile. But he had gone to Upper Guck when we were getting ready for this video, and it was camped, and it's camped quite a bit because I camped the Scryer for a while, and it was like always camped. Whenever I did a camp check in Upper Guck, it seemed like the Ancient Crocodile was like, if you're gonna do a camp check in Upper Guck, that's the go-to. That's like the place that's always camped. While I was camping the Scryer and whatnot, it was like always camped. People like level 30s were always there and stuff. So, and it drops good loot and everything too, like gator sleeves, gator leggings, something like that. So it would have been good for the both of us. But it was camped, so instead we came here. This was our backup plan. Najena. Not very many people come here. It's a decent zone. It's like not that many people. People don't come here a lot. That's the main thing I have to say about it. And also, it's like a beefed up, higher level Befallen. So lots of skeletons, undead. There's ogre guards running around. There's like prisoners and stuff. It's kind of like a jail type vibe. There's false floors and jail cells and stuff like that. Prisoners, tentacle monsters. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's a good place for necros, paladins, clerics, shadow knights, things that do well against undead. And need bones. Like for necros, you always need your bones. So Befallen and what's that one place called? Kern's Tower, or whatever it's called. And any place with skeletons is really good for a necro because you're just getting bone chips as you go through the dungeon, which is always nice. You can never have enough bone chips. I remember selling some bone chips like 10 levels ago, and I regret it now just because, I've run out before. But the spells I got here, not level 30, so you've probably seen them before. Nothing too new. Shock of Poison, Dooming Darkness. What else? Probably Expel Undead, something like that. One of those. Dismiss Undead. Basically got my pet out. We got So On, some buffs, and we're just crawling through the dungeon, kind of. I like to do that when we first come into a place. Reason being is a lot of the skeletons are laying on the ground, and even though they're green, they will attack you if you sit down, or they'll attack my pet sometimes because he's a little bit lower level than us, and I don't know what level Badger was here. I think he was level 30 or 31. He's always a little bit ahead of me. At the moment, I'm 32, and he's like 40, so he's zoomed way ahead of me, but I also took like a week or two off there at some point. At least 10 days, I'd say. At least a week. But anyway. Now I'm back. I'm killing this same bard over and over. I'm level 32, and I'm going to get back in the groove of things. And we're gonna record another video soon, too. So right now, though, my main concern is getting this to, up to snuff. This whole recording on the laptop thing. I'm having trouble because I know you could if you the sound is probably really low. You need to turn it up to max because I'm using a PS4 headset on a work laptop on a game that's an emulation of an old 1999 game. That's a really like a link, like an emulation, not even a real game, like a window. I don't know. I'm trying out a new recording software, OBS. Like, there's like 4 different reasons why it's not perfect right now, and I'm trying to work out the kinks and everything. The headset's not even for this; it's for PS4. The laptop's not even for gaming or recording; it's for work. It's a piece of crap. The game's not even really a game. It's an emulation of another game. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also using a new recording software. So, whole bunch of things I'm trying to work out, but I want to make it work because I'm tired of only being a PS4 channel with Gems of War. I want to branch out, do more things on the PC, even if it's just a new account playthrough of Gems of War and EverQuest. I feel like eventually it'll be more things like puzzle quests, like there's good old games. I could play horror games or more stuff like EverQuest or more stuff like Gems of War and Puzzle Quest. I just need to figure this stuff out. I need to figure out the headset. I need to figure out OBS. I need to figure out this laptop and all that stuff. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing with EverQuest. And my goal is right now is to be putting out 2 EverQuest videos a week by March. So that's my goal. We're in February right now. This is like February 7th, I think. Yes. So by March, I want to be putting out 2 quality EverQuest videos a week is my goal. I'm already putting out Gems of War every single day. I'm putting out around 1 EverQuest video a week right now. I want it to be 2 every day so I can practice, and make the quality go up and, you know, get my Necromancer to the highest level as well. Like, I want all that. But yeah, more talk about Najena. It's kind of confusing. There's jail cells, there's false floors, there's undead, there's ogres, there's halflings, there's dark elves. Like it's kind of weird if you're the main thing we learned in here was that I am evil and he is good, and we need to remember that in everything that we do, you know? There's like ogre guards in here. I don't think they really mess with your faction too much if you're evil, but there's also like halfling prisoners. And there's a high elf prisoner and a dark elf prisoner. And I think there's some sort of faction in here that the good races don't want to mess with. And like they won't get attacked by the high elf, and they won't get attacked by the halfling. Like Badger at one point was not being attacked. There's like 4 mobs, right? You'll see here. It's the climax of this whole video because it's crazy. There's craziness that happens later on. That's why I wanted to make sure to put this one out. Najena. But anyway, there's 4 characters, and 3 of them were aggro to me, and only 1 was aggro to him. And you'll see what happens, but it's crazy. And he didn't really want to, you know, and I didn't even know, and it was a S show. Badger says all these skeletons are laying down, so I don't notice them at first. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm kind of wanting us to crawl through, kill everything as we go, just because of that. You know, if we sit down to meditate, stuff's going to attack us. These skeletons attack when you sit down. If my pet walks by the wrong thing that's too close in level, it'll attack my pet, you know? I mean, there's other things we could have done. We could have maybe did invisibility, you know, went invisible. We could have done invisibility versus undead. We could have maybe not had the pet out and snuck around a little bit and went, you know, ran past the greens. We could have done that, but I think, you know, first time doing a duo in a new dungeon, you kind of want to just kill everything as you go, I feel like, and just see what you can do, see what you can get to. Maybe not always rushing to the cream filling. Like, I feel like EverQuest, especially replaying EverQuest 20 years later, why would you rush to anything? Like, I'm not rushing to anything in this game. I'm not going to rush to a supposed camp in Najena if I've never been in Najena before. I'm not going to rush to level 50 just to get there. I want to enjoy it. That's why I'm replaying this game. And I'm going to take it easy, take it slow, see everything that I can see, that type of thing, you know? But yeah, Najena, not a lot of people come here. It's undead. It's good for necros, especially because of all the bones. There's tentacle terrors here, too, and they drop some crazy like whip, I think, and I've always wanted to come back and give my pet a couple of those tentacle whips. There, it dropped right there. If you look in the chat, tentacle whip. I think I click on it. 425, but it also has life tap. Magic item, primary, secondary. Wouldn't that be cool to give like 2 of those to your pet in here? Because it's not the most amazing thing ever. It does have life tap, and the damage is pretty low. But I think your pet would get life tap. That'd be sweet. So you could have your pet with 2 of them with a life tap and like go fight something pretty tough in here and see how your pet does. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I might come in here and camp these tentacle terrors until I get 2 of them, give them to my pet, and then see what we can do after that. But I probably should have already did that because I think the tentacle terrors are probably not blue anymore, but they were blue at this point. At 29, they're blue. At 30, I think they were blue because I did come back here to fight the, I think there's a mob called the Bone Crusher in here. It's an undead frog. You'll see where we go in here, but we kind of miss a false wall. And I come back another time and I find this false wall and I go through and I see what's that way, you know? I should have recorded that, but I didn't. And, but yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. Whatever. Stabbing a tentacle terror. Got my pet. Seems like, I don't know. A decent place. Just not a lot of people come here. Terror spines. I wonder what those are for. But yeah, going forward at the moment, killing the bards, just trying to get some positive experience and more consistent play. I had the little lull in my playing, a little bit of a lag, a little bit of a, I don't know, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. So to get back in the swing of things, I want to head in the right direction in a consistent manner, and killing the bards seems to be a good way. But I think I'm going to head back in here pretty soon. But I'm going to be back at level 32, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Because these tentacle terrors were blue. There were some skeletons that we end up fighting a little bit later that were blue. And I'm going to definitely skip a little bit ahead here for meditating. I think we're just ahead by like 1 room here. No big deal. A couple skeletons there on the ground. Can definitely see. If you sit too close, though, they'll come get you. This place is one way so far, yeah. Pretty much one way. There's a little side path that, if you go back 1 room and then go to the right, I think, that just goes to a couple tentacle terrors. It really is still just one way, though. He's right. Here comes the skeleton already, punching him in the face. Those skeletons, I think, were green to us right now, so we're not really getting experience yet. That's the only bad part when you're exploring a new dungeon with your buddy on recording and you're not getting experience yet. I mean, I understand, like, you want to get to the experience and get to progress and get to potential for progress, but also just enjoy the way there. Enjoy the ride. Gotta do a little bit of both, I think. Oh my goodness. Alright, so next room, just more skeletons. This is the area where it starts to get to the jail type stuff. Oh, I forgot about the elementals. There's also elementals. So this is the first jail type area. And the room we missed is right there to the left, I think, through that jail cell. I'm pretty sure. Oop, a mist elemental. I forgot about those as well. They're invisible, so they're kind of like the skeletons. The skeletons will lay on the ground and only attack if you sit down. Same with the mist elementals. They'll be invisible until you sit on the ground and then to meditate, and then they'll attack you. Or I think this one actually attacked my pet, maybe, because I don't remember sitting down there, but I might have. We don't know what's up ahead, by the way. This is like the first time we've been in here, and so earth elementals could be a whole bunch of mist elementals here. We don't know. Could be something up ahead patrolling, walking around. We don't know. So I figure let's kill this earth elemental. Might as well get it out of the way. Sick my pet on it. Try to sit down. Try to clear off a spot to sit. You know, that's basically what killing these greens is doing. Clearing your butt out a spot to sit on. You know, it's like clearing off your mustache for a girl. I'm just kidding. Educational purposes. Elementals didn't really drop. Well, there we go. What is that? A bloodstone? So not anything too special, but yeah, we didn't go left here. There's like a false wall if you go left into the jail area. But I'm meditating, so I'm gonna go a little bit ahead. I'm trying to not make this take too long. But this is just the elemental that was in front of that door. Go ahead and kill that. We're just fighting greens anyway. I don't think anybody's too excited. So if I go a little bit ahead just to make the video a little bit more exciting, I don't think anybody care. Say just need to clear. Just because I wanted to have a place to sit to meditate, basically. And my pet, like I was saying. My pet is lower level than me. It sometimes gets attacked by mist elementals and skeletons when we walk by. New dungeon. All that. For all those reasons. Might as well clear out the greens. And it doesn't take too long anyway. They're green. So might as well kill them. Could get some weird loot like the tentacle whip that we got earlier. Like, why not? Bloodstones, tentacle whips, bone chips. Decent stuff. So, might as well. Give the pet something to do while I meditate, you know? It's my mana, man. I wish my mana was I want the next Allure of Death. It gives you mana for your health. And it's better than Breeze. My current one is better than Breeze. So I'm hoping to get something nearly equivalent to Clarity next, hopefully. So Necromancers, they have a Breeze or a Clarity type spell that they cast on themselves only that trades their health for their mana. And it seems to be pretty strong because if somebody runs by and they cast Breeze on me while I'm using my Allure of Death, it doesn't override it. And it says I have something too strong on or whatever. So it must be at least as good as Breeze. So I'm hoping to get the next one soon. Whatever, probably level 34, I'm hoping. Whatever the next Allure of Death is. Because I was having, at level 30, 31, 32, my mana isn't exactly plentiful. It seems like I'm meditating a lot, even when we're just fighting these greens and using a pet. So I don't know, but we don't really know which way to go here. I think he's looking at a map, and I'm just kind of trying to keep up. Need to figure out when I get a new Allure of Death. This is exactly what I was just saying. That's funny. Because I was thinking the same thing. Like, man, I wish I had more mana. We're just fighting greens right now. Like, clearing out some skeletons. Is that a blue one, maybe? There is some blue skeletons in this area at level 29. Yep, blue right there. So, a good place to go, maybe. Just a option. If you're around level 30. Even, I guess, the front stuff in the front, maybe, if you came a little sooner. I don't know. It must be a place Dark Elves go, because I've never been to Najena before this, ever. This was the first time ever I've even... I mean, I heard of it like a far off, somebody whispered it to somebody in the other room one time, and I overheard them say Najena, but that's about the most I've ever heard about Najena. But I saw it I was looking on the Project 1999 wiki or something, and I saw, hey, there's a nearby dungeon next to Nariak, next to Nectalus, just one zone over. It's around level 30-ish. Maybe we should give it a try. Oh, it's kind of like Befallen? You mean there's Undead there and everything? Even better. I'm a Necro, I'm a Dark Elf, I'm right there. Might as well give it a shot. Hey, we're finally getting experience. 18 minutes in, we're finally getting experience. But let's jump ahead a little bit. Probably just going to buff up in med for a second. There we go, another Tentacle Terror. Those are good because I think they're also blue and have a chance at dropping that whip. Could give it to my pet or something. Or hey, I think they're worth like 5 or 10 plat or something like that as well. Nothing crazy, nothing amazing. That's why I was thinking about giving it to my pet. Sometimes people will give 5, 10, 20 plat weapons to their pets. I've seen people that would buy the bone-bladed claymore from me to give it to their pet, which is a 20 plat weapon you get in Befallen. So I could see people buying the whips to give it to their pet. And I would consider that too. Badger says we got to blue cons pretty quick. Yep. That's a good thing. Only like 20 minutes in. We are fighting blues in a brand new dungeon that we have no idea, and it definitely costs me dearly. Letting my pet fight it, pretty much. Meditating while he does. I love that part of being a Necro. Like, you always feel like you're contributing no matter what you're doing. Like, I'm sitting down meditating, but I'm still contributing because my pet is attacking. And I probably have a dot on it, so even more than like a mage. A mage could say the same thing. Hey, I'm meditating and my pet is attacking. But they don't have dots, so I could also have a dot running as well. A pet attacking, a dot running, and I'm meditating. So I love the multitasking. Looks like I'm sitting there doing nothing, but in all actuality, my pet is punching it, my dot is running on it, maybe a snare as well. I have the capability to fear, to feign death, to throw health on people, to throw mana on people. Like, I could do many different things. Could jump up and do one of many things if I needed to. Zabarab. Oh, that's my pet. He almost died there, though. Meditating while Badger goes and gets something, pulls something. I think we're still waiting on him. He says move up, so we're moving up. Big old area here. Look at this. This is like the main entryway kind of here. So we did miss like a false wall back there that heads to the actual first boss. But it was cool to go this way as well. Get to see what's up here. This is like the main. It says Najena above this archway. It's pretty cool. I think I'm ready to go, but I don't know. Maybe my pet is low on health. Here we go. A greater skeleton. I wonder what that cons. Might be green. Because I remember seeing greater skeletons in the Fallen, I think. Like in the basement. Yeah, it died. No experience, but it's okay. We're getting there. They're starting to turn blue. That's always good. I think we want the regular skeletons, but you got to clear everything out before you get there. Zabarab kicking its butt. I'm stabbing it up. There's an ogre over there that just popped or something. Najena. Those skeletons are annoying. Yep. Yeah, every time you sit down to meditate, that's the worst part. You can't just sit down and meditate. You got to clear your whole chair off first, your whole butt area. Anything that could aggro will when you sit down to meditate. And see, I'm killing this ogre guard. I don't think it gives any kind of faction. If it does, I will eat my hat. Your faction standing with Najena got worse. Like, who cares about Najena, honestly? That's the dungeon. What, am I going to get good faction with Najena? I don't think so. The skeletons will attack me no matter what, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you look up right there, it says Najena. I'll try to do it with my mouse next time, if you didn't know. But I'm kind of wondering, hey, what's in that door over there? That's what I was thinking. Because I'm Mr. Sniff Every Corner, so I'm like, hey, I wonder what's in that door. And I think he already knows, and he already looked. But yeah, I was like, I wonder what's in there. I'm just sitting there, and he told me to move up, it looks like. There are some named on tracking. I don't really want to go back that far. Oh, I just walked in this door, that's it. Okay. We're back out here, same spot. I just walked in that door. A couple elementals there. I'm ready to blast it with Shaka Poison. An Earth Elemental screams in agony. But yeah, going forward, more grouping with Badger and Dungeons, I hope. More just Necromancer action. Hopefully 2 videos a week. And I'm pretty determined to stick with the Necromancer for quite a while. I do want to play a Barbarian Shaman. I mean, I could be convinced to play something other than a Barbarian. But my heart's pretty set on a Shaman. Because I really want so. I like the idea of a pet. And I like the idea of killing guards and dot and squat and all that good stuff. Especially the so part. And then Barbarian because I like the idea of being good. And that it's near Blackburrow. Because Blackburrow is just super nostalgic for me. So I really want to do some fighting in Blackburrow. And maybe some grouping in there. So that's what I'm thinking my first alt is going to be, is a Barbarian Shaman. But I'm really determined to stick with the Necromancer for quite a while. At least through March, I would say. Maybe we'll start up the alt, and if we're doing 2 videos a week, maybe we can do 1 video with the Necro, 1 video with the Shaman, or whatever. But I would rather do the Necro 2 times a week through March, and then maybe rethink and maybe do that in April or something. But hey, at least I'm trying, and I'm thinking we're going to go and keep going through March, through April, you know? I'm pretty sure we're going to play this game at least through March at this point. Until I work out all the kinks in this OBS headset laptop situation, we're probably going to keep playing just this game. And then once I have everything worked out, I'm considering playing a new account playthrough of Gems of War, which may or may not even mess with EverQuest at all. I might keep playing EverQuest and incorporate the new account playthrough of Gems of War into the other Gems of War content, so it might not even matter to EverQuest. EverQuest might just continue as usual, and then the new account playthrough of Gems of War might just slot in on a certain day of the week with Gems of War, or who knows, who knows. Eventually, I want to get to 2 videos a day, though, on the channel. Whether it's Gems of War and EverQuest every day, both of those, or whether it's Gems of War main account, Gems of War new account playthrough sometimes. I don't know. Magician. It's a dark elf magician. You think I would be scared to kill it, but to me, I'm not that worried about it. I'm a necro. I'm already hated by so many people. I do kind of regret playing the dark elf necromancer now that I think about it, but I'm not a quitter, and I like to stick with things. And my faction withstanding with Najena got worse, but nothing else did. So that's fine. Who cares about Najena? Yeah, I do kind of regret being the Dark Elf, at least. I don't regret the Necro part, really. But if I could go back and redo it and have a level 32 anything I wanted, like I could restart and be back where I am with a different class, it would probably be a Shaman. Maybe a Barbarian Shaman. Maybe not a Barbarian. If I could just totally restart, I might be, it would have to be a good class, though, and I think that's probably the best good Shaman. Maybe the only good Shaman. Is that the only good Shaman? Barbarian? Yeah, I guess if I could restart and be level 32, I would be a Shaman. Because I think you want to... The part about how you run slowly and you get overweight all the time and you're evil and it's hard to find places to sell. Like, for some reason, I feel like I started in hard mode. I mean, it could be way worse. I could be like a troll warrior or a rogue of some sort or a ranger. Like, it could be way worse, but I don't know. I think I picked one of like the top 5 to 10 hardest race class combos to be your first character. I think Necro was a good idea because I can be solo and it's not equipment. You know, I don't have to have good equipment to be a Necromancer. I can solo, so I don't have to find a group every time I log on. Like, there's definitely pros. That's why I'm not saying it's the worst. It's probably middle, not the worst, not the best. Like, I could have done way better as my first choice, and I could have done way worse as my first choice, I think, you know? So, just, you know, rethinking things. Like, man, I wish I would have did a Barbarian Shaman or something as my very first character. That way I could have I could be a good race. That way I don't have so much trouble finding places to sell and things attacking me and all that stuff. But hey, hindsight's 20/20, and we're already at level 32 with a Dark Elf Necromancer, so we're not going to go do an alt. That's not me. I'm more of a stick with it kind of hardhead man. Hard-headed ignoramus. Cinecool on YouTube in the Guild Castle. Killing fire elementals in Najena. With Badger, the druid, the halfling druid. Badger also has a dark elf mage. I'm glad he switched to a druid, though. Because now we have evacuate. I don't... You know, he's my buddy, and he has teleport, and but I'm not always, you know, I'm not counting on that, you know? I probably could if I really wanted to. I could probably just call on him whenever I have issues getting around or finding a place to experience or finding a place to sell or being overweight, being slow or whatever, finding anything, you know, finding something to kill. I could probably just ask him or call on him or get a teleport or get a or get some advice. But I try not to do that. I try not to count on that. I try to be a lone wolf as much as I can. I think we're coming up to the big climax here. Get ready. He fell down or something, right? I have no idea what's going on, so I'm like, uh-oh. He's dying. Look at him. His health is going down. He's got 2 bubbles. I'm like, man, I gotta jump in and save my buddy. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh crap, I gotta jump in there. And then look what happens here. There's this high elf that starts attacking me. This injured halfling starts attacking me. I'm not sure exactly what's going on at all. There's also a pet attacking. So I got 3 things on me. He's got 1 thing on him. They're not attacking him. And I think he's dying too. So all that in one. I'm like, holy crap, what is going on here? I don't know that the good guys aren't attacking him. So the best thing I could have done was not jump down there and stay up top. And he probably would have been fine and killed that ogre and been fine and everything. I'm trying to gate, but I think it's... I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't go off. I got plenty of mana. If I would have got a heal or something, maybe. And then I got blasted. I went from like a whole bubble to nothing. And I think he was healing on me, by the way. Just for the record, he was probably casting heal. But I got exploded by a spell by the enchanter there. So, you know, think about that situation. Your buddy falls down. You don't really know what's going on, actually. He says, uh-oh. So you're like, oh, crap, now what? He says, uh-oh. He's ahead in a dungeon that you've never been in before, right? He's the pooler. He's ahead in the dungeon. You don't know what's up ahead. It's a new dungeon. You're just getting into the blues. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult. You're meditating. You're sitting there with your pet. He's up ahead, pooling, scouting, whatever you want to call it. And he then says, uh-oh. And then his health drops by like a bubble. I'm like, oh, crap, what's going on? And then his health drops by another bubble. And I'm like, ooh, I better run and see what's going on. I better find him. And then before we can even really discuss anything, I fall the same way he did. And I'm getting jumped by 3 goody goods while he is getting pounded on by 1 bad guy, big ogre. And then it's kind of a S show from there. You know, I'm trying to fight off 3 things at once. He's trying to fight off this ogre. The other things aren't attacking him because he's good. I don't know. He probably doesn't know whether or not he should even, you know, do any. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what was going through his head. All I can tell you is what's going through my head. It was, I want to save my buddy. And then, oh crap. And then afterwards, I'm like, I should not have jumped down there, but I didn't know what was going on. So hindsight 2020, I could have used a little more information, I guess, but I should have waited maybe another beat or 2, maybe asked a couple more questions, maybe, but I'm the type of guy that if my friend is in trouble, I'm going to jump, you know? If somebody punches my buddy, I'm jumping up to punch them. That's the type of guy I am. If my friend says, uh-oh, and he's hurt, I'm running to where he is. So that's the type of dude I am, so that's how I got killed. That's why I died. Hindsight 2020, though, I could have waited up above, not fell down there. I didn't know that that was a false floor, I don't think, though. So, you know, if I would have even have fell or not, like I probably would have fell either way. But maybe when he said, uh-oh, maybe not moved at all and just said, hey, what's going on? And, you know, hindsight 2020, I would not have fell down into that jail cell, basically. And he would have been okay, because he would have just killed the 1 ogre, and then the other 3 things wouldn't have attacked him. With me falling down there like that to try to help him, I made it worse. And I died. And he survived. And, I don't know. Later on, we evacuate to the druids, and the druids attack me, and we learned a lesson here, that I am evil, he is good, and we need to remember that when fighting. You know, he needs to remember that I'm evil, and that, you know, the good NPCs are going to attack me, and that if we evacuate to a druid circle, that the druids are going to attack me and make sure I'm invisible first. And I need to remember that he probably does not want to lose faction with, you know, like high elves and halflings and stuff like that, and that they're not going to attack him, and that ogres are always going to attack him, and dark elves are going to attack him. I need to think about that, and maybe, like, think twice before I jump into, I don't know, you know? But I'm just telling you, that's the way I am. If my buddy's hurt, and he says, uh-oh, and he's getting beat up by something, I'm jumping as soon as possible. I'm running blindly to try to help. So that was my mistake, but hey, at least it made for a good video, and next time you'll get to see how it turned out, because I'm going to stop it here. The other part is on a whole different video, so I can't even, if I wanted to, I couldn't show it to you, I don't think. So I'm going to have to stop it here, but yeah, I end up running back there. We end up getting my corpse back, and then it'll pick up from there in part 2. So he does get my corpse. I guess I'll just say it here. I consent him, and he sneaks and hides and invisibles and everything, gets my corpse, drags it back to the front of the zone, and I loot all my stuff, and then we end up, heading back to the same spot. So you get to see that next time. You get to see, after I get my corpse back, us heading back for another try. So maybe we'll do that in the next video. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I probably will. I'll probably put out that video. It's just kind of weird being behind, the order being out of order right now. Like, this is level 29. This is stuff that happened, like, before the live stream that's already out. Like, I don't know. We'll see. There might be a part 2 to this. There might not. So, I don't know. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. I mean, that works on Gems of War and EverQuest, don't it? Because there's guilds in EverQuest. I forgot about that. I was like, always, don't say that part to EverQuest, because, Gems of War has... But hey, it's the same thing. They both have guilds. So yeah, tell your guild about the channel. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time for either more Najena Part 2. Get to see what happens after I get my corpse back, maybe. Or, I don't even know. Something else. Most likely, I'm thinking Najena, though, either way. Because I might head back in there at my level 32 with my new spells and just see what's up and get some revenge. So, I don't know. Good chance Najena next time, but we shall see. Maybe Upper Guck. That's another thought. Maybe Warslick's Woods. Maybe killing some guards somewhere. I don't know. Put it in the comments what you want to see. And where you think I should be at level 32. Because, I've been asking people. I'm thinking about trying to collab with El Jefe. He's on livestream a lot on Twitch. And I've been like chatting with him on there. And he's on the green server. And he's around level 30. And he's evil. And, I've been thinking about him and his wife. Like, they both group together. It's a shaman and a monk. Maybe I can somehow join one of their groups one time and make a video and everything. Thinking about it. So yeah, let me know in the comments, where should I be at level 32 as a necromancer, a dark elf. Remember to take that into account. And that is my first character in a very long time, and all that stuff. Take that stuff into account. But I would like to see some advice. I'm no expert, and I need it. So like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.